What if you could create an entire explainer video with just one little clickety click? Well, it's now possible. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the API for Everyone Daily Brief.
Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite platforms, and that's Google Notebook LM. It's been out for about 2 years now, and it just keeps getting better. And it released some new features today that are totally mind-blowing. And I'm going to get to those in just a second. But in case you're not familiar with Google Notebook LM, this is a platform where you can upload all of your sources. So it could be a website, a PDF, a YouTube video, you could copy and paste. So you get all that information in there, and then with a click of a button, you can create reports. You can create a briefing of all of those different sources. You can create a study guide, an FAQ, a timeline, and even a mind map to go with it. Then they added another feature, 6-9 months ago, something like that, where you click for an audio overview and it will create this synthetic podcast, and it sounds really good. Of the topic. So if you don't have time to read all the documents that you print off, you can just throw in your headphones and listen to it while you're working out, taking a walk, driving to the next appointment, whatever that is for you, and not miss a beat. Well, the new feature they just released today is video overview. Video overview. Now, I actually made a video overview of the new features. So instead of me talking, let's check it out so you can see what you're going to be able to make right after you watch this video. Check it out.
All right, let's dive in. Today, we're talking about a pretty major upgrade to a tool from Google called NotebookLM. And honestly, if you've ever felt like you're trying to drink from a fire hose when it comes to information, well, you're going to want to hear this. So let me ask you this. How do you get your head around a super complex topic and do it fast? I mean, you've got this massive report or a stack of research or just pages and pages of notes, and you need to be the expert, like yesterday. How do you pull that off without getting totally lost?
I think we've all had that feeling. You're just staring at this mountain of text, and it's completely overwhelming. And the real challenge, isn't just reading it all. It's about actually turning that raw information into something you can use, into real knowledge. And that gap, that's what we're focused on today.
And that's exactly where NotebookLM comes into the picture. The best way to think about it is like a personal research assistant that's powered by AI. But here's the key. You give it your stuff, your notes, your articles, your source material, and its whole job is to help you make sense of it. It was built from the ground up to close that gap between I have too much information and, now I get it.
Now, even before this big update, NotebookLM was already really powerful. You could upload your documents, and it would do things like create audio summaries you could listen to, or whip up mind maps so you could visually see how all the ideas connect. Super useful stuff. But it had one pretty significant limitation. And this was it. This was the bottleneck. For every project, they call it a notebook, you could only create one of each of those special outputs. So one mind map, one audio overview. That's it. It was great, for sure, but it wasn't exactly flexible. If you wanted to look at your info from a different angle or make a summary for a totally different audience, well, you were kind of stuck.
Well, that all changes now. The first, and this is a big one, is the brand new Video Overviews feature. I mean, listening to a summary is one thing, and it's great, but actually seeing a visual explanation, that can be a total game changer, especially when you're dealing with really dense material.
The way it works is just so simple on the surface. You add your sources, you ask a question, and boom, NotebookLM generates a narrated video for you. But the magic is in how it does it. This isn't just some robot reading a script over a blank screen. The AI actually creates visuals by pulling in relevant images, charts, and even direct quotes right from your documents to illustrate its points. It makes all these abstract ideas feel so much more concrete.
And this is what's so cool, the level of control you have. It's not just a generic summary. You can actually give the AI specific directions. You can tell it something like, okay, look, I'm already an expert on this part and my team works on that part, so I need you to focus the video on this specific concept.
You define who you are and who it's for, and you get an output that's just incredibly smart and perfectly tailored to what you need.
Okay, so the second huge update is a complete redesign of the creation space, which is called the Studio panel. And it's really gone from feeling like this single workbench with a couple of tools to like a full-blown creative suite that's packed with potential. Remember that bottleneck we talked about, that one output per project rule? It's gone. Just gone. You can now create and save as many outputs as you want of any type all inside the same project. This is a massive change because it just completely unlocks new ways of thinking about and working with your own information. So when you open the new Studio, you'll see these 4 main options right at the top. You can now generate as many audio overviews, video overviews, mind maps, or reports as you can dream up. And here's a great little productivity boost. You can now multitask. So you can be listening to an audio summary, for example, while you're looking at a detailed mind map right beside it. It just makes the whole space feel so much more dynamic and alive. Okay, so we've seen the new bells and whistles. We've seen the new features. But what does this all actually mean for you in the real world? How does this new power actually change things?
Well, this new flexibility has some really practical applications. Imagine you're a content creator. You could instantly generate audio versions of your work in a bunch of different languages to reach people all over the world. Or say you're a team lead. You can now make customized video explainers for onboarding, one that's technical for the engineers and another one that's more high-level for the sales team, all from the same source docs. If you're a student, you could make a unique mind map for every single chapter in your textbook. The possibilities are just huge. And all this really brings us to a bigger, more powerful idea. What these updates really show us is that AI is becoming so much more than just a search engine or a tool to find facts. It's truly evolving into a partner in how we understand things, how we connect ideas, and how we share knowledge. It really makes you stop and wonder, right? As these AI partners get even smarter and more capable, what's the next frontier? What will we be capable of learning next?
How cool is that? How many different ways can you see a use case for this in your business, in your company, in your trainings, in your university, your school, whatever that is? This is going to be such a valuable tool and time saver. Now, let's go into the platform and take a look, and I'll show you exactly how you can do this too. And here is where the magic happens. We are at notebooklm.google.com. You go right here to create new notebook, hit the little plus sign, and a place pops up for you to upload or input your sources. Now, right here in the middle, you can upload most sources that you might have, a PDF, a text file, markdown file, and even an audio file like an MP3. You go over here to the bottom left, you can upload your Google Docs, your Google Slides. Of course, Google Notebook LM is a Google product, so fully integrated. In the middle here, you can put a website link. You can paste URLs in there. You can paste the URL for a YouTube video in there. And then, of course, copy and paste your own content straight into the platform. Now, the cool thing is you can have up to 300 sources inputted into one notebook, 300 sources. So that's amazing. And let's say it's a topic that you don't have any sources on, or maybe you only have a couple and you're looking for some more. Well, NotebookLM upgraded a couple of months ago now where you can discover sources right in their platform. So click Discover Sources and then just type in what you're interested in, what you are searching for, and it's going to come up with its own sources. It's going to go out and do the lookup for you. Now, let's add a source here just so you can see how this works. I'm going to, let's say I'm doing a little bit of research on AI ethics. Now, I found this really cool website here. So let's go in and upload the URL, and let's get that inserted here. Boom, we have that done. And one thing in this particular article, there is a YouTube video. So let's go ahead and grab this YouTube video. All we got to do is grab the link to that video. And we're going to go back over here and we're going to click Add Source, YouTube, and then paste that URL. And boom, we have another source. Now, this is a little bit new, the way that they have this laid out as well, as you saw in the video. But here's your report. So one click for a briefing document, study guide, FAQ, and timeline. But that's not what we're here for today, is it? We are here for the video overview. So let's click that. And I will speed this up and I will let you know how long it takes, because it does take a little bit of time for this to generate. Okay, so that took about 10 minutes or so, not very long for, I think you're going to be excited about the results. So let's go over here and look at it. It's right here at the top of this note section, video overview, and let's check it out.
Generative AI. I mean, it's everywhere. It can whip up text, create stunning images, even generate video from just a few words you type in. It's this incredible technology that feels like it's changing,
Wow.
well, everything. But with all that power comes a whole new world of ethical questions. Okay, let's get into it. And to really get how serious this is,
Look at
just
that.
listen to this quote. It's from a
It's pulling quotes. It's pulling everything from your source material. It's 7 minutes and 7 seconds of learning here. And it's going through, look, it has images. It has all kinds of very cool things, emojis, graphs. Yeah. So, wow. I hope you found this platform as valuable as I do, and it helps you become more productive, and you can just learn about more things and do it faster. Well, if you did find value, please hit that subscribe button, like button, leave a comment. Let me know some of the use cases that you might have for this platform. I would love to hear from you, and I would like to learn from you as well. All right, well, that's it for today. My name is Harrison Painter. This has been the AI for Everyone Daily Brief. And until next time, keep creating, keep innovating, and most importantly, keep up. God bless.
Thanks for listening. I'm glad you stayed. One more spark for the plans you've made. If this show hit, go share the vibe.